Shut up! Hey everybody, it's T. Felicetti. This is Shut Up in Color. And I just want to bring you guys in on the loop here. Last video I was talking about a job I got with a fellow soldier, veteran, Sergeant Major actually, Command Sergeant Major retired. Hired me to do a portrait of him, and I've been working on it a little bit. And I got some video showing, some of the progress and stuff like that for you guys to check out. All right, so we're starting a little bit further ahead than where we were when we left off last time. Apparently the video wasn't recording, so I missed kind of a chunk. But there's still plenty more to come, so you'll be able to see, I think, how all this transformed into what it is now when we start this second episode of the Command Sergeant Major retired Williams portrait. As you can see here, I'm still trying to get the face right. It's been a little bit of a struggle to get it the way I want it, but I'm getting closer with each stroke of the pen. So we'll get this figured out.
Close the door, put out the light. No, they won't be home tonight.
I think the difficulty with this one is that I'm trying to present him in a different pose than any of the photographs that he provided, except for the one that is very blurry and kind of hard to see. That's kind of the angle I went for his face. Changing the expression and things like that. Normally if I do a portrait of somebody, I pretty much leave the expression on their face that's on their face. But I guess I wanted to make this harder for myself. So I tried something a little different, and we'll see if it works out. So a good method for trying to line up features on the face is just draw lines from obvious endpoints on the features of the face, the corners of the mouth, the inside of the eyes, the center of the eyes, the nostrils, things like that, to kind of give you a reference of where everything is in comparison to that one feature. So it's a pretty common way of doing it when you're trying to do a portrait.
Side by side with them, devil mocks their every step. Snow drives by the foot that's slow. The dogs of doom are howling more. Oh, they carry news that must get through.
Yeah, and so the problem with this feature that I'm using right now, adding the guidelines, is with the paint program. Photoshop has it. You can't draw over the lines. It causes like a glitch with the pen. It's like draws the pen off to one side or the other, and you can't make clean lines with it around the borders where the guidelines are. So you have to. That's why I changed it to. I just traced over the lines best I could with stylus pen to create that same. The same guidelines that were on the opposite side of the screen, so I could line everything up and not have to worry about the problems that causes with the guidelines. Okay, here's where it gets serious. I start to go back to some of my early training with drawing faces, and I'll do this, often. It's just an easy way to kind of figure out what you're missing. So what I'll do is I line up the lines of his face with the picture adjacent that I'm using as my reference, and try to match everything up as far as height and length, width, as much as I can. This is where I start to really, I think, gain some ground. It starts to really start looking like him a little bit. It was a little bit of a struggle at first.
the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah.
So now I'm just trying to bring in the background, kind of figure out what that's going to look like. Different colors you have behind the picture is going to affect what's in front of it. So I want to make sure that all that makes sense. Obviously you can't have colors where you lose the image in the background. You kind of got to work that part out as well. And when you're doing your rough sketch.
Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Yeah.
I try to make it a habit to take snapshots of my work as I go. It's just easier if I want to go back to a point where I felt like something was better than it was before, or to just compare it to what I'm doing now, see if it's an improvement. Because sometimes you can fall off the trail, end up going in a direction you don't really want to go, and you don't realize it at first. It's an easy way to go back and see if you're progressing in the direction that you want the picture to go. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. satisfied with what I've done. So I'm just trying to add in some little details and stuff to kind of, give the customer a better visual of my intent, what I want this painting to look like, so he can kind of imagine it as it's going to be when it's a finished product. You don't want to go too crazy, but you want to get your point across that what your plan is for this picture, so that he doesn't have any misconceptions of what the final picture would look like. And my hope is that when it's finished, and I add the color, I'll really be able to pull out the characteristics of his person, in the features in his face, and with the shading and the highlights and things like that I can't really do in a sketch like this. So that's my plan anyway. Just wanted to show you, kind of where it's at. I think I'm pretty much done here. I don't really see too much more I can do. This is just a sketch, so that he has an idea what he's going to be paying for. They're kind of like almost a full profile. I wanted to try to get the boots in there because you jump with the 82nd Airborne. We spent time in division together, and we're both paratroopers. And the red beret with the jump boots shined up on with the Class A's. It's second to none. It's a good look. And I was trying to figure out a way I could get the jump boots in there, and I struggled with it for a while, but in the end, I think I'm just gonna go with this because I'm pretty happy with the way this came out so far, and I think he's gonna like it too. I think it's what he wanted. So he's kind of leaning up against a desk or something. Colors in the background, regimental colors, the regimental flag, and the American flag. So I think this will work. You can kind of see, if you didn't watch the videos, you can kind of see what I use for references and stuff. And these are some of his later in his career. He's about to retire, but this is him young, staff sergeant. Here he is, a sergeant major here. This is pretty much the portrait face for the face that I used. I kind of tried to get him at this angle, but yeah, as you can see, this photograph is pretty messed up. So, but I like the angle. I like the way heads turn to the side like that a little bit. It looks cool. So I was trying to get that for the main to actually get the features. I didn't have a whole lot to work with, so I used this one mainly, and that, and this one here, just because the beret. And he's a younger person here, but I could get like his features a little bit better. This one here, I mainly use this one here to get his width and all that of his torso and stuff. And if you notice, again, show you, stuff doesn't come easy all the time, So some of it can be a struggle. So yeah, so I started there, and I went through and I just lined up his face with the profile of his face. That one picture that I showed you guys. This one here. Oops. This one here. I made. And then from there, just kind of kept working on it. So you can see here he's kind of long, right? I shrank it down a little bit, I colored it, gave it some shading to really kind of figure out if that's how it was going to look right. We did some more work on it. Shrank it again just because it wasn't quite right, but I think right now where I got it is pretty good. I'll work out all the details on the uniform and everything. So that's that. So I'm going to send this to him this weekend, I think. And see what he thinks. And then I'll get back to you guys and share the result, and we'll go from there. So, but I got a good jump on this, I think, and I think he's gonna like it. And he's a good dude, man. He's good. He was a good sergeant major, and he deserves something like this hanging on his wall. All right, we'll talk to you later. Shut up!